Okay, so in order to use the GPS, the location manager for iOS, you need specific permission. So let's, if you didn't know it already, we'll put it in the view controller for now, just to get the permission that you need to see. And we're not going to use the location manager framework that I've just made. We're going to use this one in order to output the, yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Okay, and what we want to do is always request, always authorize, always authorization, because we want the app to work when it's in foreground and in the background. If we just said when in use authorization, then it would only work when it's actually in the foreground and so on. So we want to say do this, and accuracy, I believe it is. Desired accuracy. We want all these like KL things. KL, I forget what this is. We can have a look here. Best for navigation. But we can type this in here. Okay, accuracy 100 meters, 3 kilometers, nearest 10 meters, best for navigation. I would say nearest 10 meters we want. All right, so we'll do that. And then start updating location. And we'll say its delegate is self potentially. Oh, that was stop. We want starts. I should do another video about this, but I'm not going to today. So, yeah, the delegate is then here. As you can see, CL location manager delegates. So let's come down here. Whoops. In there. My mobile phone's just turned on. Okay, location manager, and we want start monitoring. Did update locations. That's what we need. So, and you get an array of locations, but there's only ever one in it. So what we have to do is then say locations first, and otherwise just ignore it, because there's only ever one there. Okay, that does that. So if we now start this, you should see the error. Not this one down here, but another one. Oh, Xcode crashed. We love it. My running app. It happens to me all the time at work. Okay, let's run it again. Just wait for the permission to come up. Once it decides to do it. Okay, as you can see here, it's spitting out a problem here, which is why it's not asking the permission, because we haven't asked for it yet. So the app has attempted to access privacy sensitive data without a usage description. The app's info plist must contain both this and this. Keys, strings, blah, 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 yeah? Always and when in use, so we need to have both here. So let's come to this here, and I always do it this way, because I like to. So we need this key, and then we need a string, explaining why we need it. We need the GPS so that we can track your position whilst you are running. And this one as well, it says we need. So let's put both in. Let's run it again. This time you can see we get allow my running app to access your location. And it says the text that we want. And it gives us the opportunity only while using the app, always allow, and don't allow. In this situation, I'm going to say always while using the app, just because. And we see it's spat out a location, right? Well, we can come to the simulator, and I'm guessing you're not going to see this, but we can tell it to go for a city run. And now it's going for a run around the Apple complex, and you'll see it's spitting out a location every however long, and this is happening down here, all right? And yeah, and you can see it's plus or minus 10 meters, so it's given us a good accuracy, and it's given us our speed, etc., etc. All right, so now we know that we've got a GPS. You potentially need to be able to check whether or not you you have that ability to do it, and you can do this by, let's stop the app, Location Manager, Authorization Status, right? And we'll just do a switch statement with this, Swift switch statements. And here we say case authorized always, authorized when in use, all right? And authorized always, right? We're going to say this is a problem because it needs to work when the screen is closed. Okay, and continue. Denied and restricted is send user to app settings, and not determined would mean this one here. Okay, so as long as we've got, so we have the correct permissions, all right, and covers, but has, what did it say? Okay, and we'll just face whatever error for the future things, whatever that's going to come. Okay, let's run this again. And it's still working as per normal. So let's now remove the app. And run it again to make sure it still gets asked. Right, and it gets asked, and then we'll say don't allow. And if we run it again, then we should see send user to app settings down here. Okay, send user to app settings, which is good, which is what we wanted. All right, so if it says always authorized when in use, then we're going to print down here. All right, so we don't actually need to remove the app. We could change it in the app settings, but I'm going to run it again. So this time we only want to say authorized when in use. only while using the app. We get the locations down the bottom here being spat out because we're using the app, right? But if we go in the background and remove this, you can see it's not being allowed anymore, right? So let's remove the app once again. Come here and start it, and this time give the full permissions that we want. Always allow, all right? Now, if I remove this in the background and put the app in the background, you'll see it's still not giving us the location that we need, right? So this is actually, I'm a bit baffled by this. I think you need, okay, for this we need background mode capabilities. Background modes is what we need. So turn it on. Location updates. That's what we need. Yes, so let's run it again. Okay, the app's running. It's got the location here. The app's in foreground. Let's put it in the background. Still doesn't do it. Okay, so this is something that I'm going to have to research off camera, just so it's a bit quicker. But we've got it working for now, so I just need to work out how to get this working. All right, I'll see you in the next video.